The third sector, community and voluntary organisations, boards and volunteers, deliver and support services across a wide range of sectors and ages. From the very young to the very old, care in the community, social enterprise, rural development, urban regeneration, advice, information, support, training, advocacy, just to name a few. Now, in the government, there are various departments. Again, education, health, rural development, there's planning. So there's different sectors across the government. So my question is there a coordinated approach at government level across all government departments to give the third sector groups and volunteers the support and infrastructure required to encourage local involvement in service delivery and local representation at community planning partnership level?
I suppose I should say, Jessie, of course there is. What I should say, Jessie, is there certainly should be. And one of the things we've tried to do, to share with you another of the experiences I had not long after I became a minister. I was out presenting to an audience about how the government was trying to draw together some of its priorities to make sure it worked coherently in the same direction, so essentially to deliver the aspiration you're talking about. And this guy got up at the event I was at as the chairman of the Ayrshire and Arden Health Board, and he said, this is a great message about alignment, about bringing people together, getting government all to focus together. He says, the only problem is that the education department sends folk that way, the health department sends folk that way, the enterprise department sends folk that way. So your job, to me, was get them all pointing in the same direction. So if Gary Malone manages to engineer my early retirement, what they will say on my tribute piece is he was the bloke that tried to get some alignment in government. Because I think your aspiration, Jessie, is the very least that you should be able to expect from government, that we actually get into a fit state that we do point in the same direction, that there isn't a danger that one bit of government is encouraging us to go one way and another bit of government is encouraging us to go a different way. Now, part of how we've tried to do that is by creating larger ministerial responsibilities. There's only 5 cabinet secretaries around the cabinet table. So the ability of ministers to be kind of played off by taking an approach. You know, if you've got a big cabinet, what can happen is that basically people get played off against each other and you get different directions emerging. When you've got a tight cabinet, 5 cabinet secretaries and the First Minister, that gets reduced and ideally removed. Because what you have to do is work together in a small team to ensure government is focused appropriately. Now, I can see across all different portfolios an involvement and an outlook that's supportive towards third sector organisations right across the policy spectrum. I could list them all to you in the rural area, in the justice area, in the education area, in the health area, and in the core local government area and other public service areas for which I have responsibility. And what I certainly give you the assurance about is that while I'm not going to insult you by saying that everything's perfect, because I can't imagine it is, you'll be able to produce an example where we're not getting it right, but the aspiration to make sure that we do get it right lies at the heart of what we're trying to do, and to make sure that we give that coherence to the interaction with the third sector and the wider policy agenda, which everyone has the right to expect of government. We shouldn't be pointing in different directions, we should be focused very effectively, and that's what we're aiming to do.